Welcome to Yeti's Place. This guy is Yeti the Samoyed and I'm Yeti's mom. And on today's Yeti's Place episode, we are going to talk about what your dog does during the day if you have to leave him home by himself. Up next on Yeti's Place. If you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. Click that bell notification so you'll be notified of any new episodes. Be sure to comment, and please check out our links below. Let's get started. So Yeti sometimes is left home all by himself during the day, which is not fun for Yeti. And it's not fun for us either when we have to do that to him, because Yeti's a very active dog, like very, very active. He likes to be brought on a mile walk in the morning and then a mile walk in the evening. And if he doesn't get those, he gets crazy and out of control and really super hyper. So how in the world do you deal with that? Well, what we do in the morning, if we have to leave Yeti here by himself, Yeti will revolt against us. He will do these circles. Like, I'm talking pirouette type circles. Like big time circles where he like flies up into the air and spins around and then lands, the whole time barking and just going crazy, like saying, "Don't leave me in the house by myself! Don't leave me, bring me with you! You have to bring me with you!" We can't bring him with us all the time, so Yeti gets really mad at us. Once we head toward the door, Yeti comes racing to the door and he's like, "No, don't leave me! Barking at us. Yeah, you bark at us when we have to leave you. We don't like having to leave you, sweetie. But sometimes we do." So then we walk out the door and we have to lock the door behind us. Yeti the whole time is standing on the other side of the door and you can hear him because he's either barking or whimpering or doing something behind the door. So then we get into our cars and Yeti flies up onto the windowsill, like right there looking out into the driveway. And he will watch us drive off with this really super sad look on his face. He's like, "Why are you leaving me? Oh my goodness, this is so sad. You can't leave me. Don't leave me." And then this might go on for a little while after we've pulled out of the driveway. But then Yeti settles down and Yeti will take a long, long nap on the couch, looking out into his backyard where he sees squirrels and bunnies and all types of other animals playing around his backyard. And that, of course, gets Yeti going a little bit. He will sit there and squeak. He might even talk to those animals, who sometimes will squeak back to him, because we've heard the squirrels squeaking back to Yeti. And they sometimes get mad at Yeti because Yeti kicks them out of his yard. During lunchtime, his grandpa comes over and will let him out if his dad and I are not here. "Come here, Yeti. No. Yeti, come here. Look what Mom has. Look at this. Here, baby. Yeti. Darn it, come here. Yeti." So Yeti took off on me. So I got him back with his leash. So during lunchtime, his grandpa will come over to let Yeti outside. Yeti loves seeing his grandpa because his grandpa owns Quimby and Bigby, of course. Yeah, that's who grandpa owns, Quimby, Bigby. Yes, you like seeing Quimby and Bigby, don't you? Those guys are your buddies. Yeti's grandpa will not bring Quimby and Bigby with him. He will come over and he'll let Yeti outside into our backyard to go potty, and he will bring a tennis ball out there with him and he'll throw the tennis ball for Yeti to fetch a few times, and then he will also play with Yeti and give Yeti treats and all types of other good things. When they're done playing outside, done with the treats and everything, Yeti's grandpa brings Yeti inside the house. And then he pets Yeti and tells Yeti, "Okay, Yeti, I'm gonna take off now for the day. You be a good boy." Yeti, of course, then will start spinning around. He'll start hovering above the ground, like twirling super fast. He's almost like a helicopter. And he'll get mad because Grandpa's leaving him. "Oh no, somebody's leaving me. Oh my goodness, you're gonna abandon me again? What's up with that?" So then Yeti's grandpa takes off, leaves Yeti by himself. Yeti, of course, jumps up in the window to say goodbye to Grandpa. Grandpa pulls out of the driveway. Yeti goes back and takes a few more hours of a nap. Of course, when his grandpa comes over, Yeti is sound asleep. So it takes a little while for Yeti to wake up from his nap time. But then once he's awake, oh my goodness, he's just crazy. So that's why when Yeti's dad and I come home at night, why Yeti's just like crazy full of energy, because he's had tons and tons of sleep during the day. He's like, "Oh boy, Mom and Dad are home now. Oh boy, I get to play, and I get to play for a long time, and oh my goodness, this is gonna be great fun." So when we're gone, Yeti sulks around the house. He sleeps on the sofa in the formal living room, like right behind us. We'll have a comforter up there so that he can sit up there and he can watch the traffic go by. Yeti Treat. And he'll take a nap, and then he'll wake up from the nap and he'll wander into the family room and he'll lay down on his chair in the corner by the windows looking out into his backyard. He'll see the squirrels out there and the bunnies, and he'll take another nap. When we pull in the driveway at night, Yeti, you go crazy, don't you? You're super excited to see your dad and I come home. We can't get him hooked up at all onto his leash and his collar because he's hovering again. He's spinning around, so excited that we're home, and oh boy, I have to go outside, but I don't want to go outside. Oh boy, you guys are home. This is great fun. Oh boy. Woo! And he howls and does all other types of crazy stuff. And Yeti will often rummage through his dad's duffel bag, and he will find socks in there, and he will find shoes in there, and other dad smelly stuff in there. And Yeti loves those dad smelling things. He will pull out one of those dad smelling things when we're not home, and he'll bury them in the couch or else be hanging out right by them so that he can have his dad smell right there with him. So when we come home at night, oh my goodness, it's just like all types of craziness. So Yeti's dad will bring him on a long walk, and then we'll sit down to eat our Crunch Crunch. Meanwhile, Yeti has already eaten his Crunch Crunch, so he's like all set, ready to play. So the moment we sit down on the couch to start eating or start watching a show or start doing anything that doesn't involve Yeti, Yeti gets mad and he will bark at us and interrupt us from that show, and he will want us to play. So that is what my Yeti does during the daytime when we are not home with him. If you're new here, please be sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell, and check out our links down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye!